There we are. Alright, I finally see my own live stream. We were just playing like a day ago. So it wasn't even that long. Okay, so we need like a hammer. I clearly don't have it. Limbic Forge. They're gonna be like, you can forge weapons now, huh? Water sluice controls. I don't like sluice. I don't know why, but I don't like that word. Alright, what are we supposed to do here? I know for a fact I'm not allowed to touch water or my guy will actually shit his pants and die. So that's cool. Okay. What did that do? Nothing. What's up, winner? Please like this stream. How you doing, man? It's been a long time. How have you been, man? Hopefully well. Hopefully well. Please like the stream if you have it in your heart to do so. I think I'm supposed to put a wheel. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Perfect, perfect. Does this work now? There we go. Hey, thanks for sending the #1 dad, Jules. I appreciate it, man. You graduated college? Nice. What did you get your degree in? What's up, Omniblade Gaming? Please like this stream. How you doing, man? You're streaming right now on Twitch? Cool, man. Cool. We're streaming at the same time. Okay, so we got some anemones down here that I guess were just sitting in underwater for some reason, so that's cool. Let's go kill him. Yeah, winner, I want to know what your degree's in. What's up, Roger? Please like stream. How you doing, dude? Alright, we'll save that again. I guess I gotta go down this way. This way, through the alley. Can I open this? No. No, of course not. No. But we can drop down here now. Hello? I hear him. I heard something. Oh, there. Dude, he's hiding. No, I don't like that. Alright, let's get behind him. Let's get behind him. Fuck his ass. Okay. Nothing happens. Cool. Let's see what this says. How's the game? I'm liking this game. There's a chapel here. I hope there's a Bible. I'm getting sick of this godless place. Okay, so medium. How about you don't? How about you don't? And so you did! Oh, he lived. He did. He lived. He lived. Hold on, everybody. Ooh, we got the terror one. Okay, we got that. We can climb this ladder. I'm not so sure why we would. Or I guess we have to. What my degree is in, I got an English degree for professional writing. I have a big boy job interview in 10 days for administrative gig. I have to do so much technical writing. Hey, Tyler's brother Dylan is a technical writer. If you see a guy named Dilando come into the stream, that's what he's been doing for years. So he could give you a lot of tips. I mean, I don't know if you need any, but you're asking me to make a PowerPoint, bro. I'm happy for you, man. Like I said, my friend Dylan, I've known him since like middle school. He's been doing that job for a while. Now, I will say he's not like, he doesn't get like excited to go to his job, mind you. But I mean, it pays him a living wage. He hasn't had to get a different job, so. And I mean, not to spread his business, but I mean, I don't think he's like struggling financially, you know. Oh, we're trapped in the chapel. Good place to be. Thanks for doing that, Indo. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I mean, I got awarded #1 dad from oh, hi. From winner here, so I mean, we're doing all right. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Too bad for you guys. I'm the best at this this game now, so... Nope. Look at that. Look at that, no hit. Oh my gosh, these guys got spanked. They got spanked, dude. Alright. We didn't even take one bit of damage there, did we? Nope. We got two of those terror rods. What's up, Minuteman General? Please like the stream. I'm doing better than earlier. It was not my best headspace. Oh, you had a migraine? I'm sorry. How is it in Canada? It's raining. It's normal here. Our air's not wet right now, so that's good. Drive by like playing with a friend. Haven't talked to him in a month. See you, man. Have fun. Thanks for dropping a like. Come on. See what this says. The second library. Oh, that worked! I didn't expect that to work. Crying eye key. Alone we cannot prevail, yet when the hour is upon us, the farmer, the hunter, the carpenter, and the warrior alike shall unknowingly rise to our cause. The full guard, ever watchful, shall sow the very seeds of the people's triumph. Cool, that means nothing to me. That's pretty cool, though. Oh, no you don't. You goofy little... Oh, you're gonna dodge me, are you? Think again. Oh, he got me. He got me. He got me, everybody. He got me. He's the best. I'm the fucking worst. No. See how bad I am? Oh, no. We already read that. Stable. I don't really understand how these glyphs work, and I really need to, I need to pay attention to these. I feel like our guy would be way better. At least he saw your message. At least he saw your message, winner. Lucky you, it wasn't pissing rain here in USA where I live. I hate it. I like the rain. Rain's been bad by the mountains. I don't know, I like the rain myself. I like it myself. Dude, if you guys, I don't know if, does anyone here in chat also play on PlayStation or no? PlayStation or no? Anybody in chat? Anybody at all? I'm gonna get lost if I go back this way. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I just picked up some stuff. One of them was ranked blue. PlayStation gang. Alright, winner, listen, man, listen. If you go to... I want it so bad. I want it so bad, but I can't talk myself into buying myself it. So, if anyone here likes PlayStation, go to Walmart.com right now and look up the PlayStation Pulse Explore headphones. They're currently 50% off on Walmart.com. So they're like 99 bucks instead of 199. I'm just saying. They're pretty. PlayStation makes some great headphones, and they're 50% off right now. So I'm trying to spread the news. All right, we're looking at this. Sorry, was distracted. Okay, so I don't parry at all. I'm looking for the glyph thing. I actually think I need to. I think I have to attach the glyphs at the actual guy. Yeah, I'm glad you're looking, man. I'm telling you, they're 50% off. That's crazy. Yeah, I did see the Steam Cube thing. I watched a technical review of it and realized that it's way weaker than my gaming laptop right now. So there's kind of no point in me trying to get it. Nice. Time Loop Guardian was killed. Okay. Okay. This place is kind of like a labyrinth. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm just sort of meandering around. Shit, I might as well. I need new headphones. See, now I can live vicariously through you, man. You gotta let me know how good they are, Winter. You gotta let me know how good they are. I'm glad that that helped somebody. They're your reward for graduating college. Hi, what the fuck? Well, I can't even fucking see. He's just wiping my ass. I couldn't see anything. I'm trying to target the guy on the right, and it's just not letting me. Yeah, that guy. Thank you. This is just the hallway of fucking doom. Thank you. Just the hallway of fucking doom. I couldn't see anything. I got hit with the third person slaughter. They just robotically AI know exactly where I am, and I couldn't see shit. Nice, nice. The hallway of eternal blindness. I'm walking with my mom to my house. Well, not my house, but it's my dad's. You're walking in the rain? Maybe that's why you hate it. Walking in the rain. Why'd I go in a circle? I just went in a big ass circle. Why did that happen? Where am I supposed to be going right now? Oh no! Cool. Cool, man. Cool. How do I open this? Like I said, guys, I'm a little lost. I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to be going. Obviously, I'm supposed to go through the door with the big, like, hammer emblem on it, but I don't know where the hammer emblem is. Try saying emblem 28,000 times fast. Okay, so I'm supposed to be up there. I bet you it's up there. Can't go through here. I don't think I've been this way. Shit. Okay. Okay. You better be honest, no lies. You've been playing Pokemon Legends Z-A, and I like it a lot. But those people that said it should have gotten a Game Award, no, it doesn't deserve one. Is that the one where, like, you're just in a city the whole time? And, like, the frames are, like, poo-poo caca? Tuning Stone. Oh, this is the experience. Hold on, we can add this to our weapon. We can add this to our weapon. Haha. Tuning Stone. Alright, it's gotta be in this room. Large gear. Limbic Rod Rage. Okay, it wasn't in this room. So that's not good. No, it stopped raining hours ago. I just hate the rain because of how fast it goes. One time I fell over because I hit my eye. What? You slipped? Yeah, just in the city. Yeah, I heard that one was trash, dude. Granted, I never played it for myself, but I heard it was trash. Oh, it says a mystery was discovered. Limbic Chest Dormitory. I'm not seeing a chest in here. What? Let's see. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so that didn't give me the hammer at all. That didn't give me the hammer at all. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? This is the way to the library. But this doesn't help me. I did get the large gear though, which I guess would probably go in here somewhere. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I can save because I did some stuff. Let's see. So this is where I put. Oh, right here. Large gear goes right here. Okay, perfect. Large gear, solid. Hell yeah, Batman. Hell yeah. We're making progress. We're making progress. I had 4 biscuits, and I ate 1. Now I only got 3. I hear someone. It must be below me. Okay, so now this works because we lowered the water. I have not played a Pokemon game, Indo, since Pokemon Pearl. Oh, I've already been down here, actually. I've not played one since Pokemon Pearl. I actually completed the Pokedex in Pearl with the help of my friend Alex, who's been here in the chat. I don't know how to get down lower. I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I'm going the wrong way. But after that, that was the only Pokedex I ever completed. Here we go. That was the only one I ever completed, and I never played a Pokemon game after it. Can you not and say you did? Thanks. Messed up the healing pulse too. It was just super slow. I vaguely remember the name Cynthia. I just remember the battling was so slow, dude. There's no jump in this game, so I actually missed the screen thing like an idiot. I'm guessing I don't really need it because I'm kind of spanking these. Or here we go. Oh, no, never mind. Thought it was gonna let me jump down again. Hi, you! Okay. Not very good at dodging anymore. We were doing great until now. Okay, so there's 3 green over here, but I want to make sure that there's no items before we press forward. Okay, so I can go that way, but then I can also go up these stairs. I'm guessing that way is the way I'm supposed to go. Have you been to the Backrooms movie yet? I have watched the Backrooms movie and I loved it, and I also saw the Obsession movie and I loved that one too. Both of those are super good. Okay, so we have 2 of 3, which sucks. Damn, so we're missing just 1. Big oof. Big oof. Let's see what's up first. I feel like we're supposed to be going down. What's up? Hey, oh hi. What's up, hey man? Please like this stream. How you doing, dude? You know what? Fuck you, dude. You want to play like that? That's what you get. You saw both too? I never did see Iron Lung though, but yeah, I loved those, dude. I loved them. Yeah, I really did want to elaborate more, but I know there's got to be people in chat who haven't seen the movie yet, and because I loved it so, like I'm not gonna sit here and say like my opinion is obviously fact, but that being said, I mean like, you know, a good movie and a movie's just kind of like bad, like not very high quality. The Back Rooms, in my opinion, is high quality. And Obsession, in my opinion, is high quality. So I definitely didn't want to say anything until at least a little while. Or at least till they're out of theaters. Yeah, I agree. The acting was awesome, man. How's the game going? We're making a lot of progress. I've already found multiple gears. We're making our way downtown, walking fast. Ironically, faces aren't passed because none of these creatures have faces, but we are homebound. You know, da-da-da-da-da, you know, that whole thing. Nothing happens. Oh, down we go into the depths. Gotta survive the pit. Well, this looks dangerous, to say the least. This looks a bit dangerous. Dangerous 1. This time it's not Dangerous 2. By the thousands do they lie in this anointed hall. Our venerable proto-martyrs each offered life and breath for our cause. If anyone doesn't remember, a proto-martyr was before they found out that they could send any living creature into the time loop to close it. I forget the item, what it's called. But before they knew that, they thought they had to carry it in. They actually started training owls to fly them in and die, which is sad. But so proto-martyr is a reference to one of the, what do they call them in this game? It's not Vicar, it's like the Tally or something, I don't know. Anyways. Oh, there it is, the Amine prison. With Amine prison in hand, they strode unshaken into Maelstrom's heart, knowing naught but duty, till flesh and spirit were undone. May they rest eternal in the light of the golden star, seated beside Cetherus himself. Alright, well I don't have one of those prisms, so I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to get another one to close this. Thank you. Thank you. Oh shit. You wanna... Is this like a boss fight right now? What is happening? How do I hit them? Are these not real or something? Oh. They weren't real. Or are they? Are you guys supposed to be here? I don't know if these guys are real. I think these guys were meant to die. I don't think they were meant to be there, to be honest with you. Good old game glitch. Here rests the venerable Calvin Modus, the first beacon in our struggle for redemption. Okay, so he was the very first one to die. It's kind of sad. Look at all these people. Look at all these dudes! Alright, let's go... I guess we have to go up here. Oh, we got one. Okay, so we needed one of these to close a thing, and there's one right here. They're just there to look cool. Okay, well I can't pull this. I'm wondering if I can't pull it because the enemies are here, because if so, that sucks. That sucks my dick and balls if I have to literally die and restart because the game messed up. I can't jump, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. Is this a joke? What's up, small unit? Please like the stream. How you been, man? I missed you, man. You and Winter back. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna die. Let's just kill ourselves. Yep. Yep, we're gonna kill ourselves. Take two. Take two, everybody. How you been, small unit? Anything new? No way. Okay, so it was glitched out. It was legitimately glitched out because of those enemies. That's so stupid, dude. Aster's Band of Domination. Cooldown is 3 minutes. Subjugate the enemy, stunning all nearby. Towering authority. That's actually kind of cool. Hammer of Modus, a large hammer that is cool to the touch. The handle is inlaid with gemstones found in the Limbic Forge. Okay, so that's what we needed for that door. Fundamentals of Limbic Forging. The pages of this tome appear to describe in great detail the fundamental methods of enhancing Limbic equipment. Alright, cool. Well, I'm glad you're here now, small unit. We missed you, man. We missed you. We missed you. It's not this. Oh, it's right here. Alright, cool. So how do I use it, though? I actually don't know how to use it. Like, what's the button to use it? Oh, it's on the right. It's circle. Alright, cool. Cool. Okay, so we can close this time loop, too. This gate opened up, also. Oh my gosh. No! I literally got shoved off the edge, I'm not joking.
Obviously you didn't die.
It's the gang, hope the boys are doing well. I'm doing alright, man, I'm doing alright. I was able to put Winter on a lead, and he was able to get some new headphones. 1 to 2 gaming hours at night, so I've been busy with the kids. Oh, I understand, man. No worries. Happy Father's Day, by the way, small unit. I did a stream on Father's Day, too, believe it or not. So happy Father's Day to you. New motherfucking headphones. That's right. Alright, so one thing we can do is actually use this thing. Alright, so it's up. Small unit used the wrong form of 2. Let's fucking go. Okay, so let's go this way. Oh! Thanks for sending more jewels, Winter. #1 dad for both of us. Now small unit and I have to fight to the death because only one person can be #1 dad. Alright, we put the hammer in. Put the hammer boy in. It's still telling me though the closest guardian is this way. This way, through the alley. It's up this way. Can I open this? No. So there's definitely a way I haven't been. Wait, is it up here? Wait a minute. It's pointing this way. I would actually love a good match. I miss fighting and doing kung fu. That's not how you spell kung fu. Oh, it's in here. I don't even have these. I don't even have gold. Okay, well. Alright, we're going back. That is still not how you spell kung fu. That's like kung fao. No worries, man. You just beat my ass no matter what. I only know how to put somebody in a therapeutic hold. That's it. That's all I know. Okay. Anything up or down here before we go do this fight? Anything? Anything? Just some intricate steps for no good reason. Key. I guess we'll check this side too. It's probably much of the same for symmetry's sake. Oh, no, here's something. Okay. I don't use any of those. I don't use any of those. Let's see what this says. Here lies the first limbic anvil, the sacred anvil of Modus, in which it was forged the first stroke of our redemption. Okay, so this is where the first limbic weapon was created. Sword of Grief, level 10. Oh, look at this. Therapeutic Hold was my band's name in middle school. No, it wasn't. Oh, that's funny though. Alright, we'll try out the Sword of Grief. Why not? Why not, dude? Let's try it out. Dang, they're just puking, aren't they? They're puking. Come get it, buds. Oh, it's slow. This sword's pretty slow. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I think I really like this pole arm. Quick and nimble or slow and bulky? It depends on the game. Like if I'm playing a game like Oblivion, I like the slow, heavy-hitting weapons. If I'm playing like... If I'm playing a game like Outer Worlds or something like that, like I like some of the more like fun, like oddball play styles. What's up, Jackson? Please like the stream. Guess who's back? It's the funny language man. Well, welcome back. But if it's a game that actually requires like some skill to beat, I like the fast ones because it takes less skill. If that makes any sense. In my opinion, it takes less skill. I do not have a thing for this. I haven't been able to open any of these. That's kind of crazy. Have you tried Warframe before? I want to say I played it on the PS4 like 10 years ago. Okay, so what does the door say? Beyond lies the means to safeguard the future. Seek out the previous Calamites, for only those who truly understand the past may enter. You have to understand the past so it doesn't repeat itself. Okay. It's the door. So we have the grief one. There we go, I got a trophy. So it begins. Complete Act 1. Act 1 is complete, everybody. So we have to kill 3 more bosses, I guess, to unlock this big door.
What do you make of this?
Vitalis and the Vigil believe whatever's behind that door will end the calamity. This isn't over. We need 3 more keystones to find out if they were right.
I'll take some pictures.
Okay. I just realized too that we were given the grief key by our dad, who we were looking for, but only when he was dying. So it makes sense it was a grief key.
The first forge, which was an oversight.
Not this nasty guy again. Not this nasty dude.
They are far superior to our own.
Brother,
Your friend Victor has been very cooperative.
He knows nothing.
What he's missing in hair, he's making up for in chin, dude.
We hardly touched the boy. He wasn't that hard to crack open.
He's so gross.
You and Miss Alver, on the other hand, have a much harder shell. You didn't know. Our operatives caught up with Miss Alver. She couldn't quite handle the drug and fell into a coma.
Oh, damn, she died?
An unfortunate side effect.
Oh, well, I mean, she's not dead, but basically.
Congratulations, you're assholes.
I thought sociopaths didn't care about anyone.
Oh, fuck you.
You accessed some very restricted files on the Zeal server. Who was helping you? Who granted you clearance?
I'm getting to that.
Fair enough. So you found a door with a strange mechanism. What happened next?
Haven't seen that, Jackson. I hate our main character's hair, though. I really do.
Okay. I have what I need.
When you're finished down there, come back to the APC.
We have a lot to go through.
Let's hope Vitalis was right.
Let's hope he's right.
While you make your way
Dude, his
back,
hair
I'll
is
check
so
the Zeal server to
terrible.
see if I find anything to get us started.
There are some people in real life who, like, that's just what their hair is like, and they can't help it, and I really just mean zero offense. Like, I'm all for offensive jokes and just kind of being an ass just to be an ass, but, like, if that's your hair in real life, I really don't mean anything bad by it. But, boy howdy, dude, I hate it on this character. Someone would be like, Chase, that doesn't really make sense. Like, how can you really claim that? And, you know, I don't know how, but that's what I have to say, and I'm sticking to it. That's what I got to say, I'm sticking to it. I don't have an explanation. Alright, so we gotta leave. We gotta get back to the APC. Gotta get back to the APC and talk to What's-Her-Balls. Talk to What's-Her-Balls. Haha. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. I'm just trying to leave. Let's leave. I don't know how to leave. I think it's just this direction. Okay, I think we are going the right way. Maybe. If that's your hair, your barber might be a 2-year-old. Bro looks like he spends 2 hours on the Smith machine at the local Planet Fitness on his phone. Natural hair is like whatever, however, choosing to make your hair like that. Exactly. He's got a perm is what he's got. Alright, do we have enough for this now? I have no idea. We do not. We only have this one. Dude, that sucks. Can't open like any of these. I feel like it's meant to be like an end game, like, oh, we'll pad and waste your time and make you run around looking for those. No! No! There's no jump button in this game again, if anyone doesn't know. We are at the lake. I didn't really search the entire lake. I like stopped here and did this. So I'm supposed to go back to the APC, which is up there, but we should like search the remaining area here. Looks like it's either Kyle or Tyler. He looks like he hates his dad, drinks Monster, and punches holes in the drywall. Alright, so we're already over here. Yeah, you really can't jump in this game. It's kind of wild. I don't know, dude. I think it's pretty unrealistic. When you're in a world where everything's just so utterly in chaos and like you have control of next to nothing with like creatures and bullshit, I feel like you would jump on any opportunity that gave you some form of control. And if how you looked was one of those, you'd do it. Okay. Got some food. Yum, dude. Yum, dad. The music's so unsettling and I love it. Is there anything down here? No. Okay. Why can't I walk up there if you can't go through the door? There's just this nice little house and you're not allowed to go in it. Just a big ol' fuck you die. You gotta love it. You've gotta love it. I hear a helicopter. I hear a helichopper. Okay, I can't go in. They let you in quite a bit of buildings in the previous place, so I'm surprised they're not letting me in literally anything in this one. What the fuck, dude? Alright, I think the only real place to check is over here, but I don't think there's anything over here. Yep, nothing. Alright, I guess we're leaving. I mean, that was a pretty big labyrinth. It's not like there was nothing here. But there's nothing really above, I guess. Okay, let's leave. I have an idea. Let's leave. I could have just... When you're at a save point... you can fast travel to the APC. So I probably should have done that from the interior by the save point. But I thought there was going to be more out here, and there's just not. There's just not. This is bullshit. Oh well, we're close. We're close, we're close. I definitely get a haircut before I try jumping. I love how the whole world is like medieval feeling. I like this game a lot too, I'm not gonna lie.
Let me know if you need more information on something.
I think I found one thing so far. Oh, I found two, okay.
Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one.
It's a pistol.
Interesting find. Let's see what the server can tell
Or
us
like
about
breaking
it.
and entering. Fable 2 and 3 had the best breaking and entering. I've never played a Fable game before in my life.
Let me know which symbol you'd like to focus on first.
I'll let chat decide. Do we want the symbol of the screaming face, the symbol of the two-headed snake, or the symbol of the charioteer? What do you guys think? What does chat think? Oh yeah, I know, small unit. Snack. Alright, we'll do the two-headed snake.
Hey, what information did you find out about this symbol?
It was the symbol used by a cult in the year 853. They were called the Servants of TR. To give you an equivalent, that's like saying the Servants of Satan.
Oh, good.
Due to the cult's rising popularity, the Inquisition of Palom was formed to hunt down its members.
Snack.
The Servants of TR were eventually eradicated. The Inquisition kept the only surviving copy of the cult's holy book as evidence. The book's title is the Gospel of TR. It was stored in the archives of the Patham Abbey in Akasor Marshes, the birthplace of the Inquisition. The Gospel of TR probably holds some answers, if not all of them.
You know what I just realized? I don't think I ever got to that windmill that was back at that other place. Oh, I'm supposed to ask her about everything. Oh. Okay, well, guess I'm gonna ask her about everything, but if I have an option to go to one first, I'll go to the snake first.
Hey, did you find any information on this symbol?
I've got two leads. The first takes us into a small chapel on the grounds of the cemetery near the village of Jelgen. Why would a small
Dude, I'm just happy for winter, man.
Might be
Congratulations on graduating, man. You can finally start the next chapter of your life. I'm going to be praying that you're successful in your interview. I'm sure you will be, man. You'll make a sick-ass PowerPoint.
The second lead is quite strange. It's the symbol of the Ministry of Cultural Primacy. They should call it the Ministry of Propaganda. They're not fooling anyone. Apparently, Deputy Minister Martin Rolst suggested the design. He may know about the symbol's true origins, It's up to you where you want to start. Jeljin or Leith.
You guys gotta see this map here in a second, too. Alright, we'll ask about this, and then we'll ask about this.
What can you tell me about this symbol?
The Zeal server seemed to have an extensive list of journalists, archaeologists, and historians of Hadia. Due to their research, they were deemed persons of interest. I found a historian who could be of help.
Yeah, man, you're gonna do great. Maybe, like I said, maybe Delando will show up in the stream. He'll be able to help you out. That one guy with the mega chin was just the director of the Evil United Nations. They do have the Peacekeepers ON here. I'm glad you can watch the stream again too, Winter.
His name is Caspian Fran. He researched this symbol for his thesis. He teaches history in Talju. When Agatha and I were traveling through Hadia, the Vigil hid us in a safe house there. During our brief stay in Talju, I met Boro Juven.
I'm never gonna remember all this.
He seemed to know everyone in town. Boro would know where Caspian lives.
Okay, so I need to click on the two-headed snake one more time just to see the name that she says.
The Inquisition kept the only survivor. It was stored in the archives at the Patham Abbey in Akasa Marshes.
Oh, okay, so it's back at the town that I've already been at. These other two are okay. We'll go back to that town anyways.
Hey, Tanya, is there more information on Deputy Minister Roust?
Alright, we're good. We
I
got
found a few
this.
things. Before becoming deputy minister,
We got
Martin
this.
Roust
We
was an
got this.
archaeologist. He discovered new evidence concerning an ancient monarch who ruled over Hadia. Roust's file is heavily redacted, so I can't tell you which monarch it
Roust's
was.
file is heavily redacted.
The best thing we can do is go to Leith and talk to Roust himself.
I keep forgetting that she won't just talk if you don't click X. You'd think I would remember, but I don't. Oh boy. Okay, you guys gotta see this map here. Look at this thing. So at first it looks kind of basic, right? Like we got these lights here. These are for some of the symbols. Okay. This is for one of the symbols. And then she said that the snake one was here. But you gotta go in, man. Look at it. Look at this. This is insane. Look at this map. Isn't this nuts? It's actually nuts. All right, so we want to go. We want to get to the Abbey, though. Let's get to the Abbey. I'm gonna have to talk to the general to have him let me in, probably.
I am no longer your enemy.
Why the sudden
Oh, there's her
transfer?
face. She's been hiding her face the whole time.
New information has come to light, and as a consequence, it has dramatically changed my perspective.
I can smell the bullshit from here.
As a show of good faith, I'm sending you a code. You will be able to access more information on the Zeal server. That is all I can do for now. I will contact you again as soon as I can.
I still think it's bullshit, too.
I don't like it.
Super bullshit.
Might be a kill switch, but I created a back door in case they tried shutting us down. Access code received. Shall we? I am curious to know if we have a new friend.
You didn't trust her a second ago.
It's not about trust. We're calling a bluff.
You know more about this stuff than I do. It's your call.
Her code is legit. We didn't need it. I already bypassed most of their security systems.
Well, that's useless.
It seems we have a new friend.
No. She's playing 5D chess is what she's doing. If anyone in chat hasn't liked the stream yet, please do. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope Danny shows up in chat too, because I want to know if he made it out. Okay, so let's...
What can I do for you?
There's a whole system here that I'm not really sure how to do. I can't upgrade that weapon anymore. It's this glyph thing. I don't really know how to do this. Like, I look at this and I go, oh, and I just sort of like don't want to fuck with it, to be honest with you. So I guess I'm just not gonna do it. I might have to like watch a YouTube video on it to know what the hell. We might just watch a YouTube video on it. So we have to get to the Abbey, which makes me think that I need to talk to the general at the front of town to ask for like access, because last time I was there they blocked me off and said, no. Oh, he's not here anymore. Where the fuck did he go? Wait, where'd everybody go? Where's the musician? Wait, where did everybody go?
This is the life, man. For years I waited for this fucking war, and it finally arrived. 2 years and we're just getting started. You know what's exhausting? Pretending that everything is okay. Love thy neighbor bullshit. It's about time we rid ourselves of the Palamists. I'll drink to that.
No. Wait, maybe he's up here. I think this is his house.
Move along. This house has been requisitioned by the Asterian Armed Forces to...
Is he in there? No, he is not. Have you... Where'd he go?
Voss left me in charge while he's at the Abbey. I have to finish.
Oh, sick. Okay, so he's at the Abbey. He's already at where I need to be. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Trying to remember where exactly the Abbey is, though. I think it's over there. I think it's off in that corner. Let's go. Come on, Vamonos. Everybody, let's go. We can... I think we can close this one, though, because we've already killed the time loop. Okay. Cool, man. I'm glad you had 1 health. These guys are weak. This is one of the beginning areas. We should be able to enter this and close it. I don't know if I can't enter it because there's enemies right here or what. Or I really... Yeah, these guys are super weak. Fuck you, bitch! Beat my ass, dude. To enter. Where's the leak, ma'am? Wait, what? It's over here? What? Trying to find it. Is it this guy? Dude, Jackson, they are those people. It must be this guy right here. Yeah, do your thingy. Yeah, there he is. There we go. Okay, let's go close it. We can close it now. Let's close it. We're good, we got this.
No one is allowed in or out of Jova. Go back to the town.
Oh, we weren't aware.
Hang on. Ethnic cards, please. Shoot them!
Oh, damn. Damn.
No
they were just trying to escape.
In or out of Jova.
They were just trying to escape.
To the town.
Oh, we weren't aware.
Hang on. Ethnic cards, please. Shoot them!
Shoot them! Shoot that fucker! Anyone in chat know what that quote and tone is from? Shoot that fucker! If anyone knows, I will donate a membership right now if anyone knows. Don't look it up. Don't cheat and look it up. Oh, damn, there they are too. That's them. Those are the people that got shot. Dude, that sucks, man. When you close a time loop, I think all the hollow die. I think they all die if I remember correctly. Okay, let's go to the Abbey. Let's go to the Abbey. Sounds familiar, but I can't remember where. I think we found out what happened to everyone. Ethnic cards, so they're just Nazis. So the Sabinians, okay, so they're not dead. There's still a guy there. So when you close a time loop, as far as I understand, once you kill these... So I've already been through here and killed basically everyone, right? But if you leave the time loop open, they'll respawn. If I understand correctly, if you kill everyone and the time loop's gone, the enemies stay dead. I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's true. I'm trying to remember where the Abbey is. It's not over here. You don't remember. It's from Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Dude, I loved Rainbow Six Vegas 2. I played that game so fucking much. It was disgusting. It was actually gross. I don't even think there's a map for me to look at where the Abbey is. Yeah, there's not. It sucks. Sucked my dick, dude. I do think it's somewhere over here, though, if I remember correctly. Thank you. Idiot. Okay. So... Oh, and I don't even know what this... I never did this puzzle either. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Whoa! I almost ran in the water. That means you instantly die because this game sucks. I don't remember where I heard it from. What was it you were saying about Sabinians? So there's people in this game called like Sabinians, I think, and they seem like they're just like the Nazi equivalent. Okay, so these enemies are higher level though, over here. Right, they're burning the books, just like the Nazis. Burn the books. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, these enemies are a little higher level than when I was first here. Interesting. Is this the Abbey? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the Abbey's here. Oh shit.
And the others. The monsters were everywhere.
I think there's an entrance on the left.
I don't know how I made it out.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Don't go in there. Run as far away as you can.
I played the Rainbow Six game where you steal the Declaration of Independence. Yeah, that is not that game. Or at least I don't know what one you're talking about. It's not Rainbow Six Vegas 2 though. Because you can't go in this way because I literally can't jump over this. I think there's an entrance around the left here, if I remember correctly. They had 2 guards guarding it when I checked it last. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. I think there's a chest up here. I don't know if I already opened it. Let me look. I did not. Yeah, I figured that wasn't gonna fit. I still have to find that ON convoy too, because I have the keys to that and I don't know where that is. Okay, so the guards aren't here anymore, shocker. If anyone in chat hasn't liked the stream yet, please do, I'd greatly appreciate it. These guys got fucked. Got a save, that's good. Okay, so we've never been in here before. This is different. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Pretty simple. Let's climb. Their house is burning right now. They just sent a photo. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully they have home insurance. Was it from a fireplace? Tell me it wasn't a fireplace, dude. My childhood home caught on fire because of a fireplace. So hopefully it's not that. Okay, so we got a door over there. Jump down here. Hello. Oh, look who it is! It's the abbot! He got away!
Thanks, Setharus. You found me, my son.
He made it!
Are you okay?
I'm unscathed. Setharus has gazed upon me this day. It's a miracle I'm still breathing. The holy passages, the warnings, it's all true. Demons walk amongst us, my son. I've been praying and hiding here since I saw them.
He's got something new to say about him, even though I've already asked him.
It is happening. TR's demons are here. His curse is upon us, my son. May the eye
Right, Jackson, right, he's alive.
This is our doing, our sinful.
I didn't expect to see him down here.
Means to enter our world. TR will wrap his coils around Hadia, keeping us trapped here like rats. We must stop the spread of destructive emotions, but I
want to give another shout out to Winner. Thanks for sending the jewels, man. It's very kind of you to support the channel.
I'm looking for the Gospel of TR. Do you know where it is?
I know the book you were inquiring about. I've never read it and wouldn't go near it. A book with that symbol on its cover needs to be avoided. Time and humidity had caught up to it. Despite what may
Dude, you gotta go with Provolone, man. Provolone's so good.
And thus protected by law.
Plus, I just associate it with like Italian, and I love Italian food. Just noodles, man. Grains. Bread. So good. I appreciate it, Winter. I appreciate it. They don't live in that house anymore, luckily. Yeah, that's still sad, though.
It was our duty to send it to the National Library in Leith, which has an excellent book restoration department.
Okay.
What happened here?
Captain Voss.
Colby Jack? I think about, Pepper Jack. When you say Colby Jack, dude, a little bit of spice? A little bit of spice of Pepper Jack? I love that. Put that on a sandwich, put it on a burger. If you put it on a burger, though, you gotta add like 2 slices per patty. Because it won't cut through all the flavor of the other stuff you put on a burger.
They couldn't break through. The door was too thick. Voss and his men blew it open. When the smoke cleared, That's when the demons came out.
It's when the demons came.
TR himself had swallowed me. I saw him. Vaas. He was the first to fall prey to the demons. I ran as fast as I could and came here to
Oh,
hide.
so the general's dead. See, I thought I was going to have to get the general's permission to come here. Obviously, I'm just in here. Now he's dead. That's crazy. Lathe National Library can travel. But okay, so we have to leave here. So we have to go to the National Library in order to find that book, which will give us more information on where the key with the snake is. I've been twisting those. I don't really know what for, but I have been. Okay, I already closed a thing, so I don't have another doodad to close a time loop. I didn't kill the general. He said the demons did. He said the general blew open a thing in here, the demons poured out, and then he died, so... Fucking retard. Fucking dumbass. Fucking retard. Dumbass motherfucker. He's a dumbass, Mr. Grinch. He really is a piece of shit. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't heal. Aw, mean. Yeah, I see the time loop discovered. We do not have an item though. Limbic Rod Terror. Eastern Ruins. Okay. Shoot that fucker! How bad is it in there? Bad. That's a that's another quote from Rainbow Six Vegas too. How bad is it in there? Bad. They say it just like that. There's Vaas. There's the general right there. I can see his stupid fucking haircut. Hey, prick, thanks for the $1 donation, man. That's super kind of you, dude. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. How you been, prick? Did you go on a 5th date yet? Have you asked that woman to be your girlfriend yet officially? I gotta know, man. I gotta know. There was a time where Prick came in, he dropped these giant-ass donations, and he'd sort of lament to me. He'd be like, you know, I don't know if I'm ever gonna date somebody or this or that. Now he pops in, he gives us these dollar donations, and I just tell him, I say, hey man, I hope you're spending all that donation money on this girl. That's right, Goth's in love. And I'm glad for him. I tell him he better be spending all that money on those dates. I hope anyways. Watch, he's gonna be like, it didn't work, and I'm gonna want to kill myself. Want to hear a good sandwich recipe? I sure do. I sure do. I've been going out with her. Well, I'm glad that you asked her to be your girlfriend. Ouch, should have took the ladder. That's a sugar baby. He's got a reason to spend his money elsewhere. That's right. That's right. Up we go. I've been loving this game though. I know it's not exactly everyone's favorite that follows the channel, but I've been having a ton of fun with this game, I'm not gonna lie. Like a ton of fun. Okay, so we need to go to the APC. I keep forgetting that I can click on the save. So here, we can travel to the APC from here. We need to go to the APC and go to the library. Let's go to the library, fellas. Let's go, let's go. Who doesn't like to go to a library? Who doesn't like to read? Okay, where's the library? I said it was at Lathe? Here we go. We got 2 of them here. National Library. We've never been here before. Add butter to one side of both. Add 1 or 2 slices of Black Forest ham. Then cheese and mustard. Repeat the ham, cheese, mustard, then second bread. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I hate mustard. I really do. I'll do that same recipe, but you gotta change the mustard with something else. Like that tang or whatever you want to call it that mustard has. I hate it. Okay, crashed. Helicopter. It's always a good sign. Something's blowing up. What the hell? Feel free to customize. Dude, I to be honest with you, I'm kind of like a hot sauce addict. I actually just grilled burgers for my wife and I for dinner tonight, and she puts like the ketchup and the mustard and the relish on hers, you know, sort of the basics, right? Oh, I thought that worked. I was about to literally shit my pants. Because there's a car out here that we need keys to. But I put ketchup on mine, and then I put hot sauce in it too, so it was like a spicy ketchup. It was so good, dude. It was so good. My God, you're in Los Angeles. Deployment order. National Library. Locate and contain reported anomaly. Investigate origin and evolution of site. Collect and catalog relevant materials. Okay. Okay. Oh, hi. Stop. Sriracha ketchup would take the world by storm. Hold on, I'll tell you what I used. I'll tell you guys real time what I used. Let's go to the old refrigerator here. So, I used Berman's Spice Labs. It says the heat scale is 4 drops, whatever that is. I don't know if that's out of 5 or what. And it's literally just called extra hot sauce. Super good though. Super good. So I just put a little bit of it on the bun, which I had ketchup on, and it was fucking amazing. Field trip. Sorry you have a migraine, man. Alright, we're in the library. Tell your friends. This is why Winter donates jewels for the field trips. I'm like Mrs. Frizzle. I'm like Mrs. Frizz. Shit. L6. The truth will set you free. So I found another note like this. A note with an enigmatic phrase in the code L6 found in the shipping docks of the National Library. So I'm guessing there's going to be one of these at like each location. But I believe I found another one. There was like an annoying ass fucking fight before the other note though. Where would this be? It'd be in here. Yeah, right here. A note with an enigmatic phrase in code N1 found in the garage. So we got L6 and N1. As long as we don't find a hard R, we should be fine. Apparently some psycho white people put raisins in potato salad. Okay, well, I'm a white people. I don't like potato salad, though. You guys want to hear Who in chat wants to hear a fun fact about me? I'll share one with you. Please tell me it'll be a normal live stream. What the frunk? No way. We're just making our way downtown, walking fast. I'll make a second reference to that. Are you serious? How do we get in here? This is bullshit. This is fucking stupid, dude. Me. Wait, so I've never once eaten potato salad in my life. That's the fun fact. Not a single time have I ever eaten potato salad, and if somebody asks me, I'll tell them I think it's gross. And if someone says, well, how do you know it's gross? Aren't you 32 years old? Like, haven't you tried it? I have not tried it. I won't try it. It's gross.
I still don't see why we have to leave. 70 years I've...
Amen, it is.
Always made it through. Always survived. We're fine right where we are.
Bro, there's a helicopter in the top of the library.
Forgive my husband. He doesn't quite grasp
Right.
the gravity of the situation.
Dude, coleslaw is also fucking nasty, and I have accidentally tried coleslaw.
We must leave. For the future of our family. There is only death here.
Agreed.
Our neighbors tried to leave the city through official channels.
What's up, powering my printer? Please like this stream. How you doing, dude?
Agath was a well-respected local politician in Leith before the war. One of the few who genuinely tried to bridge the divide between Sabinian and Palamas communities.
Macaroni cheese is awesome.
When she offered to help us leave the city, we couldn't refuse.
What's up, Zibazaba? Please like this stream. Also, someone slapped Zibazaba in the mouth. How you doing, Zibazaba? Anything new on your end?
I'm trying to get this poor family out of the city.
Oh, you're the politician she was just talking about.
Is dead if they stay here. Easier said than done with all the checkpoints. I was supposed to meet with Locke, book restorer here. Since the war began, he helped me forge documents.
I'm looking for a cursed book. Have you seen it?
Trace of him. Maybe it was silly of me to come here with everything that's going on.
Alright, so we gotta find this guy.
Trust me.
Why are there so many ways to eat a vegetable drowned in mayo, sour cream, and vinegar? See, that's the other thing. I absolutely love hot sauce. And you know what I also hate? Vinegar. Which is in like so many hot sauces. So even though I really love extremely hot sauces, I typically hate vinegar. Not a whole lot. Beat Elden Ring again recently. This is like a diet soda Dark Souls game, so it's more my speed. Here's another thing though, you gotta think about this, like vegetables aren't even real, you know? Like legit, vegetables aren't even real. Like a carrot, that's just like a root. Did you know that? Have you ever thought about that? You can Google it, it's true. You Google it right now, it's true if you've never heard of that. Vegetables aren't even, they're not even real. Everything we call a vegetable is actually classified as something different. Vegetables are just, they're like, that category is just made up. Vegetables are just a combination of already predetermined other things.
How or where to start.
Okay. Okay, so we need a code to get in here, so that's great. The book registers, and that's where she wants to get in. Okay. Did I talk to this guy? Or girl? There's a kid?
I'm scared. Why are we hiding in the library?
You're right, this is a shitty place to hide, correct. Hit the nail on the head. Alright, I guess we're going not this way. Let's leave. I think there's another way to go in the main hallway. Vegetables were invented by the big Monsanto to patent and sell more seeds. Vegetables aren't real. Sounds like something a vegetable would say. It's true though, they're not. It's true though, it's true. They're literally not real. Medkit, useless. Huh. Okay. See, Endo, thanks for hanging with us, man. I hope you have a good night. Sleep well, man. Hope the migraine goes away, too. Prick says, and language is made up, too, yet here we are using it. Not true. Language is not made up. I would say language is of God. Think about this little brain buster for a second, right? So, one of the first verses in the Bible is, let there be light, right? So God says, I'm Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. God also says that all things in creation itself will pass away before a single word that he has uttered will disappear. The Bible also says that he upholds all of creation via his word, right? But here's the brain buster. So God says, let there be light. And with how creative is God? Without a single point of reference, he creates light itself. Right? The spectrum of light. The ability for us to see. He creates the things with which we can see. But think about this. Out of all the senses, right? Out of all the senses, he says, let there be light. He creates physical reality and objects. And then he forms man from the dust and breathes life into him. And that body that he's given can touch and smell and do all these things. But what sense must have existed prior to the other senses? I mean, you don't have a sense of sight prior to there being light, at least not from our human perspective. But God spoke audibly, and it was so. Now, here's a stretch into left field. I have nothing to support this. Do not necessarily take me seriously when I bring this up, but it's a fun thought experiment nonetheless. You read about things like string theory and the different dimensions, and about how the dimensions are essentially comprised of the vibrations of these strings. Now, I'm glossing over a lot when I say that, but wouldn't it be cool if string theory was actually accurate and those vibrations were caused by God audibly speaking these dimensions into reality? And if that was so, you could make at least poetically the argument that creation and life itself is a song that God sings, which I think is kind of cool. What's up, Franulus? Please like the stream. How you doing, dude? We're in the National Library looking for a cursed book. That's what we're up to, Franulus. That's what we're up to. Looking for a cursed book. No big deal. Oh boy. Nope, don't have that. Password? Black and white polarized picture of a group of people. Hey, look who it is! Look who it is in the picture! That's Headshot Guy! I mean, what? So this game is rooted in reality, clearly.
Don't worry, we're clear. You see how easy it was to steal this thing? I told you, nobody cares.
Bravo 384, you are not authorized for takeoff. Reduce your velocity and land immediately. I repeat, you are entering restricted airspace. Turn around and land immediately. Failure to comply will be considered a hostile action.
Holy shit, I knew it! Oh, fuck. Turn around, man. I'm not sure I know how. What do you mean?
This is the helicopter that's crashed into the top of the building. Legit.
I'll figure it out. Fucking hell, man!
Bravo 384, this is your final warning. If you do not comply, you will be fired.
So they got shot out of the air. That's why they're in the top of the library.
They're gonna kill us. Go back. Call them their bluff. I'd rather take my chances up here. Starve down there. What is that? What the fuck is that? Oh, shit! Figueroa! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, this is the helicopter. I didn't even realize this was a helicopter. Dude, I love this game. I really am loving this game a lot. This game came out, I heard nothing about it. I used channel funds to get it on a steep sale, and it's fucking awesome. Lee Harvey Oswald? No, not the guy that shot Abraham Lincoln. The, what's his name? Ronald Reagan? Back to your previous question. Unless the tower is a metaphor. Question, where is the Tower of Babel's ruins? If it was so big and only like 6,000 years ago we found ruins. So, I'm not so sure that they actually accomplished making the tower that big. That's the thing. Because God could discern their hearts. Now, I'm not going to act like I remember every single detail of the Bible. But if I understand correctly, it was their intent to ascend into the heavens. And the Bible describes them as when they put their collective minds together, nothing could stop them. Which is a very humanistic perspective, which is interesting. But John Wilkes Booth, their ambition is what the issue was, right? And I was just talking about this in a previous stream, not to reiterate for anyone who's already listened to this in the previous stream, but I was talking about that. I was talking about the concept of, you know, what is the most real thing, right? I was ranting about something else, but I was talking about what is the most real thing. And I had said, you know, if I knock on this, you could say, you know, matter. Matter is the most real thing. But then, you know, I was saying there's an argument. You could use the Tower of Babel as biblical evidence of this, which is, what's more real than matter itself? And I think we could make the argument that what matters is more real than matter itself. And how do we know that? Because human beings manipulate matter in order to accomplish what matters to them. I mean, and I said this in the previous stream, I mean, we refine oil to put in our cars. We build things, right? We've been in space. We make relationships in order to change the dynamic of peoples, right? What matters to us can be more real than matter itself. What matters to us will shape literal matter. And so then the question is well, what's the most real or important thing of what matters? And I think a serious contender for that is pain. I said this in the previous stream too. Pain, try arguing pain away when it shows up. You can't do it, right? You can't argue it away when it's there. But we can ask ourselves, what's more powerful than pain? What makes pain tolerable? Or what makes living worth it despite pain? And you get two things. You get love and truth. Right? You get love and truth. So, if you can experience genuine love, if you can know beyond a shadow of a doubt the truth, it can make pain worthwhile. So, when you ask about the Tower of Babel, it's like, you know, we're talking about God who presupposes everything. We're made in His image, but God says, my ways are not your ways, my thoughts are not your thoughts, right? And so, David describes himself as being knit in the womb by God. Here's a fun scientific fact if you guys don't know this, but we have recorded this and there's no explanation for it. But in the womb, at conception, there's a spark of light. Isn't that interesting? But David says that his days were numbered and his days were written out before he was born. Which is interesting. You think about the beginning of the Bible. In the beginning, there's time. God made the heavens and the earth. There's space. Some people don't know this, but the heavens, when that is said in the Bible contextually, that often does not mean heaven or paradise where God resides, where his heavenly court is. It often means quite literally space, the universe as you know it. Created the heavens, space, and the earth. Now he created many other things. It says he put the greater light and the lesser light in the sky, and he made the animals, right? There's all these different things, okay? But the point is the Bible begins with God made time, he made space, and he made matter, right? So if you didn't have time, you'd have space and matter, and nothing would ever change. If you had space and time, but you didn't have matter, nothing would occur. If you have time and matter, but don't have space, there's no room for anything to exist. Yet God exists outside of that as well. So anyways, where's the ruins of Babel? I don't know, man. But God is so 100 billion steps ahead. You know what I mean? Like, he saw what they were up to and he was like, no. So that's the answer to that. He saw what they were up to and he was like, no. My cat fucking loves me. I'm sure he does. Love and truth can also be the most painful thing as well. They can until you embrace them, though. I think once you embrace them... Because the thing is, you say love and truth is painful, but they're really not. Love and truth ends up being sobering, and love and truth often sets you free. Now, they may reveal in hindsight how far off you were, and all of your pre-established stuff not rooted in love and truth may still be relevant, and that's what's painful. But you know. What do you think the meaning of life is? I would think the meaning of life is to honestly walk with God. I think that's really what it is. I think it's to walk with God. And if that does not... If the phrase walking with God does not have profound depth in your understanding of the phrase, I would say you're not understanding what I mean when I say that. I'm not saying that someone's stupid if they don't understand what I'm saying. I'm just saying they don't understand what I mean when I say that. Another question, where did they put the Ark of the Covenant? It's so important but just vanished like the Avatar. Hey, I agree. Knowing where the Ark of the Covenant would be amazing, but at the same time, given the New Testament, the Ark of the Covenant is in all honesty not that important. Because you have to think about this too. Jesus said, I'm doing a new thing. Do you perceive it? I believe it's Paul in the New Testament. He says that it's impossible for sinful man with a sinful nature to truly uphold the Ten Commandments, which Jesus could, Jesus being God, but man couldn't. And Paul says the law was never there to be lived by in order to save yourself, because you simply couldn't do it. The law was there to be a mirror. It was to be like a reflection in the water. When you looked upon the law and considered yourself against it, you saw yourself for who you truly were. He says, but when you walk away from it, you soon forget what you look like you would looking in a mirror or a reflection. And when Jesus shows up fulfilling the law, he reveals, or I shouldn't say Jesus reveals, although I do believe that the Bible was inspired by the Holy Spirit, but some of the writers, most likely Paul in the New Testament, reveals that Abraham was counted as righteous not because he followed the law, but because of his faith in God. Because if you looked at Abraham, he didn't follow the law to a T. David didn't follow the law to a T. Neither did Moses. Neither did Samson. Neither did all the people. So what was the purpose of the law, which was held within the Ark of the Covenant? It was to be a mirror for us to understand our condition and understand why we needed Jesus. So when Jesus shows up and he makes the new covenant, through the New Testament, and we're saved by grace alone, we could sit here and be like, the Ark of the Covenant is so important, but in reality right now, no, it's not. Not anymore. The goobers that kept the Ark just said, "Welp, lads, let's leave it here. We'll remember to come back and grab it." We're going on a 15-minute walk and then just vanishes. They're targeted in times of war, those stone tablets. Dude, it's probably hidden under the Vatican, man. It's probably hidden under the Vatican. The Vatican is sitting on so much information that the rest of the world doesn't have any right to. I do need to read this, though, because it's a lore building here. The Quill and the Pyre, the legacy of Sabin Gao. So he was a president, by the way, in this game. In 400 AD, one man dared to defy the divine as famine gripped the land and the poor suffered beneath the gilded weight of the Illigad conclave. Sabin Gao, an erudite and reformist, put ink to parchment and changed the course of history. His thesis, a searing indictment of the conclave's corruption, demanded the separation of faith and power, an idea both revolutionary and heretical. His words ignited a movement birthing the Sabian faith and shattering the iron grip of the Palamist priests. Yet the flames of reform came at a terrible cost. What began as a call for justice unraveled into a war that spanned generations, drowning Hadia in that's the country we're in, Hadia in blood for 2 centuries. Though Sabin Gao never wavered in his convictions, he carried the weight of the suffering that followed. Was he the herald of enlightenment or an author of unending war? The Quill and the Pyre explores the life of a man who challenged the gods and paid the price. I love these talks. I feel like Dionysus. So, I love that verse too where Jesus says, For man does not live by bread alone, but by every word of God. And the thing is that when you have these conversations that talk about what's more real than matter itself, more real than physical bread that your physical body needs, right? Is life worth living just by keeping a pulse? Or is life worth living by doing something that matters? And so when you're willing to have these conversations that go beyond just this world, right? It feeds the soul. Some people who don't believe in God, who aren't religious or are atheistic, not so much agnostic, they won't believe in a soul. But it's hard to make an argument for a life well lived that has no true purpose. You know what I mean? Morality's subjective, but never actually objective. Life is just what you make of it, but you're a faulty person. Like, who are you to make a judgment call truly on anything? You could make a collective judgment because you may say, well, the prosperity of most people is ultimately what's best. But at the end of the day, you just made a truth claim there. And a truth claim rooted in what? If everything's accidental and meaningless, then at best the truth is meaningless. Right? Like, it doesn't matter. It's not like it's good. It's not good or bad. It's just sort of nothing. You know what I mean? So, I've got to go make dinner. Thanks for the stream. Always good to listen to these talks. See you, Franny. Let's enjoy your food. Also, the Pope is a fucking baller. He wears Nike shoes. Yeah, the Pope said a lot of stuff that I'm not Catholic. I think Catholicism is objectively wrong, especially what these last popes have been saying for the last 2 at least. They like to claim that multiple different religions are paths to the same God, and it's just not true. I mean, Christianity says that's not true. Islam says that's not true. So for a Catholic who claims Christianity to be like, if you follow the Muslim faith, you can arrive at the same God, it's like, that's just not true per Christianity and per Islam. So like, what faith is he, purporting? I have no idea. It must be a unique Catholic faith. And I'm definitely not Catholic. No. Do I think there are Catholics who will go to heaven? I think there are Catholics who don't believe in the Pope, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's very weird. The thing is there's scripture that straight up says that in the latter days there's going to be people who deny the true faith, and they seek mentors and teachers who tickle the ears, is how a lot of translations say it. And they tell them what they want to hear. And to me, that's the Pope. That's literally the Pope. That's what the Pope does. Staff room. Oh, there's a guy here. Let me raid the fridge before I talk to this guy. Basic meal, medium, yum.
How?
Oh, he's stoned.
How did you get in here?
He's on the devil's lettuce, dude.
Those fucking things. What the fuck, man?
So smoking in the break room and he's stoned. Yeah, Jackson, that's quite literally just an argue of semantics. And, you know, you read the scripture too, and it says, for even Satan masquerades as an angel of light. Right? Satan doesn't care how close you get to the truth so long as you're just barely off. It's sort of like the popular horror concept that's a ton of fun, and I like it too, that uncanny valley, right? You've got a stick man, and you know that means a person. You got Andy, the animated character from Toy Story. Like, he's animated, but that's a boy, right? You keep moving up. You got, like, an ultra-realistic, like, drawing of somebody that's, like, well painted. Like, it can look almost real, but it's not, right? And then there's that uncanny valley where it's so close to human, but something subconsciously is off. It's like, that's where Satan resides. He doesn't, so long as you're not actually following Jesus, you're good with him, man. He doesn't care. He's not gonna interrupt you. You're right where he wants you to be. So it doesn't matter if it's like, whoa, this is super close, this is super similar, this is derived from the... I said this in the previous stream too. I mean, you have Judaism and you have Islam, which are also considered Abrahamic religions with Christianity. And while you may say, like, Buddhism isn't an Abrahamic religion, Taoism isn't, some other religion is not an Abrahamic religion, that's fine. But, again, semantics, saying it's an Abrahamic religion is sort of a non-point. Because if you ask the question, how can one know that Christianity stands alone amid all of the other religions? All of the other religions are wrong, but Christianity undoubtedly is correct. I can prove it to you. I really can, and I'll do it right now. And you can use the evidence of your own life. You can use the experience of your own life behind closed doors. That's the proof I'm going to give you. And if that's not good enough for you, even though it's your literal reality as you know it and nobody else can know it, you can use the experience of someone else too. You can use the experience of 8 billion people, and it'll all be evidence of what I'm about to tell you. This is how, despite semantics and wordplay, Christianity stands alone against all other religions. It's this. All other religions, including Judaism and Islam, which are considered Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Islam, and all other religions are what you can classify as a moralizing religion, meaning it will tell you what is good, it'll tell you what is bad, and then its claim is this, that so long as you do more of what is good and stop doing what they determine as bad, you will earn your way into whatever variant of heaven or nirvana or whatever it is. A better reincarnation. That's how you earn it. Christianity is the one religion in human history that simply states, you are sinful. You are hell-bound. you cannot make it to heaven. It is hopeless for you because God is holy and you are not. God, who is holy, simply does not exist amid sin. And then Christianity alone says, because that's the case, Jesus Christ came down, took on human flesh, the Word became flesh, and He lived the perfect life we cannot. And then Paul says, for the wages of sin is death. He died, which He did not deserve, taking the place of us who did deserve it, so that we might live. You can see this back in the beginning of Genesis. God says, who told you you were naked? And they had covered themselves with leaves. And it says, God took the skins of some animals and covered them. Even then, an animal, an innocent life, was sacrificed in order to cover their sin. And the New Testament clarifies, the sacrifices of animals are temporary. They could never truly cover all the sins of humanity. That's what the New Testament says. But it says Christ alone. Imagine this. Of all the billions of people through human history, all the sins that they've committed, you have a literal amount, a finite amount, although a staggering amount. You have a finite amount. How does that compare to a life lived perfectly? A life rooted in love and justice and mercy and righteousness and self-sacrifice? That's beautiful. And the ugliness of sin, what is beautiful, is so much more powerful, outweighs all of that which is ugly. The Bible tells the truth that the beauty of Christ can cover up the blemish of the sin of man. And the Bible goes further. It says, man will be given a new body like his. Contextually, his is meaning Jesus Christ. Will be given a new body like his. Why is that important? Because if you are willing to entertain the gospel, if you are willing to entertain the biblical claim that mankind is sinful and hellbound, you ought worry a little bit. Well, if Jesus Christ gets me into heaven, what happens when I sin again? But we have to remember that the Bible, the New Testament says it too. It says Jesus is akin to the new Adam, is how it phrases it. It said through one man, Adam, his sinful nature abound. But through one man, Jesus, salvation and reconciliation to God will abound. We will be given a new body like Christ, where we are not inheriting a sinful nature. If you are in Jesus Christ right now, I've got two things of good news for you. One, you are saved by God Himself. It is not of your own actions. You are saved by God Himself, and Jesus says, not one whom the Father has given to me will be snatched from my hand. Here's the second bit of good news. You will be given a new body like His. He will wipe every tear from every eye. There's no more pain or suffering. You will live with God. He says He will dwell among His people, and you don't have to worry about sinning. It'll be even... Now, this is a complete... I'm not even saying this is biblically supported. This is just me thinking out loud here. But even if you sinned in heaven, I think it will be just like God's response in the Garden of Eden when He said, who told you you were naked? I think even if you sin, you wouldn't even be cognizant of it. Which again, I'm not even saying we would or will. I'm just saying, when we look at the whole picture. So, I mean, that's there. What's up, Glinty? Please like the stream. How you doing, man? I went to Catholic elementary and middle school, and they were weird. I bet you they were weird. It's that time of the year where I got to listen to my mom complain about her life choices again. I'm sorry to hear that, Glinty. What's up, Carlos? Please like the stream. How you doing, man?
Who are you?
I'm Iblis. I work.
This guy's high out of his mind. I'm glad you're doing well, Carlos. Anything new on your end?
I'm a file clerk.
Oh man, we're about to listen to a stoned man's perspective on all of these general topics.
The pamphlet said, come... Wait.
CUM?
That's it. Come experience the ecstasy of relief. What a joke.
Yeah, this place kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie.
Whoever came up with that slogan should get fired. Enjoy nightlife, our restaurants, our theaters, and our culture.
You just graduated? Nice, man. You headed to college, trade school, or you got a job lined up?
Jahanian culture. Look at that culture now. Killing and raping their Palamas neighbors. People they've known all their lives.
It's fucked up.
They just got out of bed, broke into their homes as they slept, and chopped their neighbors' heads off. Preferably in front of their family, because, you know, they have to keep things classy.
That's fucked up, man.
And then slip back into bed as if nothing had happened.
Graduation twins. RCMC? I don't know what that means, Carlos. You'll have to explain that to me.
They felt all satisfied and shit. They would choose a new neighbor, and the cycle would continue. The new Leafian culture. And people wonder why I take this shit.
Royal Canadian Military College? Interesting. I don't think Roger's still here, but if he was, he's also Canadian. He was here earlier in the stream. So what exactly do you do there? Is that just like enlisting into the military, or what? I'm not Canadian, so I don't fully know.
It's in all of us. I mean, it's as much in you as it is in me.
Yeah, this guy's high as hell.
The serpent. Let me tell you this. All the rules, the laws, the codes, and our civility, it's all put in place for one simple truth.
Well, that's awesome, Carl. So you've already been accepted. You've already been accepted in? To the college, I mean? To the training?
To keep it tightly shackled, locked away at the back of our minds. This is the unspoken truth that no one ever tells you. But I'll let you know. Deep down, everyone shares this dark desire. We want to set the serpent free. The ecstasy of letting our emotions run free cannot compete with people's miserable, mundane lives. This is our actual states. Our true nature.
There you go. I was just talking about what I was just talking about. Mankind is just sinful as fuck. It's true.
Barbarity. Man, where did they go anyway? It was fine having them around, but
they do want to set the two-headed snake free. Okay, I've never heard of an upgrade year. Must be something that's like common in Canada. It's just the phrasing. I mean, I'm sure we have an equivalent in America. I just haven't heard of what an upgrade year is. But hey, man, I'm glad that you have a goal set.
They were here. Then we locals started.
Winter also has a goal set. He's got an interview in like 10 days.
And then they ran off. That's not cool.
They were here. Then we locals started doing a bit of killing, a bit of raping, and then they ran off. That's not cool. Bro. The writing in this game, though.
It's when we needed them the most. What the hell, man? It was the first time Hadeans saw people from different countries.
Dude, I'm rooting for you, Winter.
Even though they were fucking useless.
It's basically just doing high school again to get your grades higher or to go up a level in a class. Okay, but you don't have to redo like 4 years though. Like high school in my mind is 4 years long. Like you don't have to redo high school in that sense. You're just redoing some of the classes that might take like a year or two.
Speaking of them running
Right,
away,
people usually chicken out.
there's something behind that. I'm sure of it. Did you notice? Of course you did. You put 2 and 2 together, right? The minute they were gone, say it with me, the minute they were gone, the fucking creatures appeared. Fucking right they did. Coincidence? No fucking way.
Okay, so that I didn't know though. I didn't know that the second the Peacekeepers left, that's when the creatures appeared, so that's new information.
I'm from a profoundly religious Sabian family. There is a lot of us. Contrary to what any Palamas son of a bitch would have you believe, or any
Coincidence? I think not.
They make it sound like all Sabinians woke up one day, burnt all their sacred goddess, and danced naked around the pagan pyre. May his eye protect us.
No, it just takes a year. Also, high school where I am is 3 years. Oh, nice. High school where I am is 4. So if you did 3 and took an extra year, you'd still be the same time as an American student.
Leith was filled with Sabinian churches. Lablina has even more. Of course, you don't hear about that. What you do hear, though, is how open-minded we are. The only open minds you can find in Leith are the cracked skulls of Palamist bastards. Brains spilled all over the streets. I might have split a few myself.
Oh shit, he's a killer.
Stuff you can do with just the heel of your boots.
Bro. He does not look like a killer. And he is.
What's there to say? I was okay with them. I was okay with them until I let the serpent take hold. Why? I have some family who live in Argola, right on the Jahanian border, in the Palamist village of Hetel. After Yankel's death, ethnic tension started brewing in Hetel. In the local school, they began segregating the Sabinian kids. My
Vaporize his head.
Had the misfortune of writing a love letter to a Palamist girl that evening. The girl's dad beat my 14-year-old nephew so severely that to this day, he's
Holy shit.
through a tube.
Damn.
Which ones? Palamists? Sabinians? Or do you mean the new ones creeping around all over the place? Wanna hear the wildest shit ever? The night they appeared, the creatures, right? Bloody New Year's Eve. I'm in my apartment. It hadn't been blown to pieces yet. I'm coming back down from my high. I pulled the curtain to get some air. On the street, I saw some Sabinian thugs, armed to the teeth. They had themselves some Palamists. And they're fucking ecstatic. A man, probably the husband, was lying in the middle of the road. Next to him, the Sabinians were dropping cinder blocks
Holy shit.
on his wife's head repeatedly. And that's when it happened. It was as if
Holy fuck, dude.
had slowed down or completely stopped. And then I felt it. Or more precisely, I felt
They are like the fucking Nazis, dude. Plus like demons.
all my feelings and emotions had gone. I never felt so at peace. My thoughts were so clear, so precise, uncompromised. Then, in a flash, the thugs and their Palamas prey got engulfed in a weird...
Yeah, those are those time loops.
wobbly thing. And all my pain, sorrow, confusion, and hate. I went back to bed and shot.
He said hatred. Quiz for those few of you in chat. Which is the emotion? Don't Google it and ruin it either. If you don't know, be honest and say you don't know. Or take your best guess. Which human emotion is most strongly equated with murder? Have I ever said it in a live stream? Do you guys possibly know?
Who are you?
I'm Eve.
Okay, I already asked him
Where
that.
is your book restoration department?
Huh? Book restoration?
I actually already know where it is. It's in the basement. I just didn't have the key.
Yeah.
I don't have the code, I mean. Passion or desire? No.
We have a
It's not passion or desire. Is it love? No. So you and Winter are in the same track.
basement.
See if Carlos is here, if he knows.
I like him. He's a straight shooter, wearing that yellow jacket.
Okay, so I gotta find a guy with a yellow jacket.
Where can I find Locke?
Oh, shit. We were running. I was running with...
If no one else answers in the next like 30 seconds, I'll just say what it is.
He fell near the cafeteria. I left him.
Of course you left
I
him.
left him there and locked. Take the key if you think you can make it.
Fear? Nope. Okay, so we got some key. A set of keys. Obtained from the librarian. Okay, so this might open some doors of sorrow. Nope. So the you guys are gonna be like, oh duh, the second I say it, but it's important. I want to say close, but I want to say no because it's probably not what you mean. So the emotion that's most associated with murder, cross-culturally, by the way, is actually disgust. And you could be like, well, rage, like disgust can lead to rage, or disgust could be born from unrequited love, or something like that. And fair enough, but I know for a fact that when you look at somebody and genuinely feel disgusted for one reason or another, that is the emotion most linked to murder, believe it or not. And also, wardens of prisons will tell you that murderers typically are one of their favorite prisoners to have. And one of the big reasons why is because typically murderers go behind bars for a long sentence, but a lot of times murderers don't go away for life. They might go away for like 20 to 40 years. And a lot of times murderers will make a stupid decision young. And so they'll have this perception that if they just keep it cool, they will see freedom one day, and they typically keep their nose clean, which is interesting. Notice you're a minute behind. Ooh. A lot of people fall behind in this stream, I feel like. There's quite a few people who consistently do. Okay, so we got a set of keys. We're looking for lock. Cool, we saved, so we don't have to do that again. We got keys and we're looking for lock. Haha. Haha. Lock from the other side. So on another topic, love/rejection. Don't make me say my generic thing that I've said 1,000 times on this stream. You've been rejected 3 times. Well, sounds like you're taking the shotgun blast method, man. My question to you is, why did you approach those 3? Is it for the same reason? Or did you have a different reason for each? Restoration office code. Embry has the answer. Leith Foundation. Okay, so Embry has the answer. I don't know what that means. But that's Locke. He's got the yellow jacket. Oh, Embry Hall. Embry's got the... Okay. Okay. Is this the... Okay, so I've been here. So that's just back to the front. I can't open this, though. Over the course of like a few years from a few people, the first time was because it was a friend of mine I thought liked me back, and she was super nice. Okay. But I want to know if each time was for the same reason or no. Same reason or no. So I'm looking for Embry Hall. Here it is. Can I open this? Locked from the other side. This is the basement. Can't open this. I still don't have the code. So we gotta get into Embry Hall. We gotta get into Embry Hall and then Bob's our uncle. If you didn't know that Bob is your uncle, now you know, okay? Embry Hall. I know that's the yellow guy. Locked from the other side. I don't think I've been up here. Have I? No, I have. That's where that guy is. Okay. Okay. Right here? No. Okay, how do I get into Embry Hall? What the fuck, dude? Maybe it... Zoom, zoom, zoom! Maybe this way? Second, I ruined a friendship by pushing way too much. I was an absolute fool and didn't see her heart. The third one was pretty recent, and it's literally just because she doesn't want to date anyone. So, it sounds like... Alright, I'll give Jackson my general advice. We'll see if one day he comes back and says, bro, your advice fucking worked. We'll see what he says. Maybe I gotta jump. I think I gotta jump down. I think this is Embry Hall down here. I didn't jump down last time. Here's my advice, okay? It sounds like the first time you asked a friend, here's the important thing. Here's the important thing. Typically, if you are romantically interested in somebody, here's the simple fact. I gotta walk out of this room. It's so fucking loud I can't even think. Okay. Typically, if you're romantically interested in somebody, what are you not that interested in? Just being friends. Now you'd think to yourself, like, if I'm in love with this person and they won't love me back, I would still want to be their friend because it's more than nothing and I'm in love. So I can't bear nothing from them. That's just not how it plays out. If you are in love with somebody and they don't return the love, you cannot be friends with them. Not truly. Now, you can be in love with somebody and then ultimately be friends with them in the long term and actually have fallen out of love with them. That's possible, okay? We all think we're in love with somebody that in actuality we're not. Most people who've lived enough life, you don't even have to be old for this, you don't got to be middle-aged for this, you could be a young man, most people, or a young woman, whatever, but most people have lived enough life that they've loved somebody, quote-unquote, and now they think about them current day, and it's like, I don't dislike them, but I'm not in love with them. What I used to love about them, I don't. Or it doesn't impress me as much. Or I'm in a different season of life. You know, I was just a young guy in like middle school or high school, so whatever. So anyways, here's my point. It sounds like you keep approaching women who consider you a friend. If they considered you a friend and nothing more, then, you know, if they considered you more, but they were wanting you to make the first move, you wouldn't maintain friendship. If they want more, they're not just friends. If you want more, you can't just stay friends. It just doesn't work that way. Things fall apart, right? And your life's proof of it. It falls apart. So, this is it. And here's the funny thing. Here's my general advice. I really mean this. This is the funny thing. You need to find a genuine connection first by the sound of things. Here's my funny advice, okay? I'm going to catch up on these comments here. All three of them were friends first. Yeah. Here's my funny advice, but I swear to God it's true. I swear to God it's true. You need to start shallow. Like, you would think, like, if I'm gonna find a girl and be an upstanding gentleman and be a good guy and do what's right, I shouldn't be shallow in a relationship. That's true, okay? Don't discard that. That's true. But just hear me out. You gotta hear the whole thing. When it comes to finding the person that you're gonna spend your life with, you have to start shallow. And it's because, like I said, if you love somebody, you will not be able to just be friends with them. It's just a fact. It's not going to work. If one person loves the other and the other person is just friends, it's not gonna last. So anyways, you have to start shallow. And this really will be and I think you can be wise about this. But let's just start with the shallow approach. So there's a shallow approach and there's a wise approach. And the wise approach is also shallow in its beginning. But anyways, you can do the shallow shotgun method or you can do the shallow wise method. Here's the shallow shotgun method. The shallow shotgun method is you don't really know them that well and you're not friends with them. That's super important. You're not friends with them. And you just really think that they're physically attractive, or I'm sure you need to be somewhat physically attracted to them, but you're not friends with them yet, and due to circumstance or something someone's told you about them, they have some quality about them that you're like, that's a quality I look for in somebody that I'm romantically attracted to. Shotgun method is just go after them. You're not friends, just show interest. Start showing interest. Make yourself present, show interest, because you're not friends yet. Right? And you're basically casting that lure, okay? Now, it's a shotgun method because it probably won't work. It may not work. And that's fine. Now, just like a shotgun blast where you're just casting a wide net, right? You're hitting everything. Just keep going. Just keep looking around for someone that you're physically attracted to, or you've heard a little something that you're like, yeah, I like that. Okay? That can work. That literally can work. It literally can work. But then there's also the shallow wise method. And what I mean by that is you can be shallow in the sense that you're just looking for someone that you're physically attracted to. That is important, by the way. But also, and I say that from a Christian perspective, someone you're physically attracted to, but you can be wise in the sense that you're on the lookout, and you're probing people who may know people who are looking for someone, but like, obviously you're looking for more qualities, and you're doing your homework. Okay, you hear of a quality that's good, you can be honest and be like, hey, I don't really want to like pester somebody. I don't want to mess around with, I don't want to be cringe, I don't want to blah blah blah, but like, you said this about somebody, and I've seen them, and they're attractive. Like, it's not a question of would they go for somebody like me. People can change. And we often need our significant others to refine us. As iron sharpens iron, a friend to friend. There's some more scripture for you, right? And name Eve, which is woman. The original, I believe, it's either Greek or Hebrew. I can't remember which. But I think it's Hebrew. The original Hebrew that God uses to describe woman is actually, if you translate it as accurately as you can to English, you know what it means? It says, helper against me. That's what a woman is, if you're a man. That's what a woman is. Helper against me. Because that's the thing. Again, you don't know everything, and you need help. You're not fitted to tackle every challenge of life perfectly without help. You need a helper, but you need someone who sees things differently than you. You need a helper, but you need one that will grind against you. Why? Because it sharpens you. If you're humble enough, it sharpens you if you're humble enough, right? You need a helper against you. And so in a way, it's like, you look for somebody and you're shallow in the sense that they're just attractive to you for one reason or the other. And the big reason why, and everyone's heard me say this at this point, but the big reason why relationships at the grade school level typically don't work is because you are not mature. And I'm not going to leave you with that because that's too vague and you've heard it before. But you're literally not mature. Why? You're not mature because you haven't had to pay a bill yet. You're not mature in the sense that you have to go out and do a real life job in the world run by humans where everybody's basically guessing, making mistakes, and making excuses until they get it right and the world somehow pushes forward. That's reality, okay? You're not mature yet in the sense that you haven't gone out and seen the world for what it really is. And you haven't actually worked to pay a consumer bill or whatever it's called where you live, to keep the lights on, right? To keep food in the fridge and really like keep yourself alive. Because the second you have to truly do that on your own, I'm not going to say the world is too hard or it's too overbearing, but you might realize like it's a little harder than you think. And there's a very pivotal immediate shift there. Unless you're very immature. Okay, let me explain. The second you are called to maturity, all of a sudden your values shift. And typically, when you're called to maturity, you start getting the full gambit of life. You might find like, oh, it's so easy for me to be timely at work. It's so easy for me to do my job. But you might find out that, like, you're not very financially responsible. Maybe you're really good at showing up to your job and doing your job well, and you're financially responsible, but for some reason, you're not the greatest friend to people. You're not that reliable. There's something about you that's not that great, okay? That's just a fact, right? And so, when you start engaging with life where everything's on you, life starts to reveal where you're weak, where your personality is not the best, okay? And that's when you start to see a woman who's got a personality that fills in that gap. And a mature person is going to see that as very attractive, and I'll explain why. So let's backpedal a little bit. when you're young and you don't really have to pay bills and you don't gotta do this, you don't gotta do that, what is life about? It's about fun. It really is. Oh, I gotta go to school, but I care more about what my friends like. Oh, I gotta get good grades, or I gotta meet my parents' expectations, but in my free time, if I do that, it's about fun. And that's what relationships are as a young person. Who enjoys the same things I do? Because we're gonna have fun together. Now that's a friend. But we're gonna have fun together. See, young people get it wrong. They think if we have fun together and I'm physically attracted to them, that's love. It's not. Okay? When you mature, you find out that 10% is I'm physically attracted to them, 90% is they are strong where I am weak. Their personality struggles less with what my personality struggles with. And again, nobody's the full package. So if they fill in a gap of yours, there's a good chance you fill in a gap of theirs. Okay? And that's how you ultimately lean on each other. Because young people find that they try to date people who are similar to them. They like what I like. They find the same things funny. They enjoy the same things I enjoy. We run the same circle of friends. Okay, you have a very similar personality. Well, now both of your personalities have the same strengths and ultimately the same weaknesses. And when one of you has your weakness revealed in life, the partner doesn't know how to support you. Because that's their weakness too. They have no good advice. They literally don't know how to help you. The relationship falls apart. But when you're mature and everything's on you, and you start to realize, man, this part of life's hard, and then you see a woman and she's just like, man, that rolls right off her back. She handles that in a snap. You're like, damn, I need that woman. She's hot. You know, it's funny, you mature. And in that way, that's who you want to pursue. And people love humility. Man, a man or a woman wants to hear, like, you know what I honestly love about you? I saw this and you did that. And they're going to think, what of it? And you're going to give them a little life experience. Like, man, I had an experience like that with this family member. I had an experience like that at this old job. I had an experience like that, pure happen chance. Like, I struggle with that. And I, like, if I'm just going to be blunt, like I look up to you in that way. I need to be more like that. Like, what do you know that I don't? Like, I'm not sitting here acting like you're some angelic being, but like I love that about you. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like glorifying them, but you're building them up. You're praising something about them that's natural to them. They feel appreciated for who they are. You see what I'm saying? That's how you naturally and genuinely, lovingly fall into place. So, that's what you want to do. What's up, Cliff? Thanks for liking the stream, man. I don't think I'll say much. I'm not doing alright, I just want company. Well, I'm sorry you're not doing well, man. Do you want to center on the second one, whom I'll call L for privacy reasons? Do you want to explain the whole ruined friendship thing? But yes, I mean, like, so let ponder these things in the sense that, like, you may find with this that you still haven't met that person yet, and that's fine. But you may already know the person, who knows? Well, Clef, we're here for you, man. I hope you're able to start doing better. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. All right, let's try out this ability. Let's try out this ability. You ready? Stunned them all. That's cool. So it does. It actually stunned them all. That's kind of an OP move. Okay, so we got that ring, and it literally stunned a crowd of people. That's good to know. I really like this weapon. It attacks fast. I feel like it's pretty strong. I haven't found one that I like more than it. Hi. Okay, how did he hit me?
Here I am at the National Library. I should be doing research for the story, but my mind is elsewhere. All I can think about is the recent disappearances. 1 journalist is a tragedy. 2, a curious coincidence. 3, that's a pattern. I have a responsibility to protect my family. They didn't choose to pursue this story. I did. I can't put them at risk by continuing to dig into this. I can't help but feel that I'm betraying my integrity as a journalist. The truth deserves to be heard. I can only hope that someone braver than I can expose it.
Poor guy. Oh shit. Oh boy. Get shit on. Get absolutely decimated. Revered for her wisdom and feared for her iron will, Lady Margareth reshaped Aragula's justice system by creating the Solanza Watch in 807 AD, an elite guard sworn to uphold peace and arrest those who dared commit violence. But when she appointed the captain of her personal guard as its first one of duty, or did Lady Margareth's heart betray the crown? Accursed of elevating her alleged lover to a position of unmatched power, she forced both political upheaval and personal disgrace. Lady Margareth, scandal and steel, unravels the truth between the legend, exploring the fine line between devotion and treason in a time when power was as perilous as love. General rule of thumb, I'm not saying this is your situation, but a general rule of thumb is that people who are depressed, they're sort of living in the past. They don't know how to live in the present because they're obsessed with the past. They're thinking about something lost that they literally can never get back. Or they're overly anxious, meaning that they're living in the future. They can't live in the present because they're so focused and worried about the future. They're worried about something that they seemingly can't control. Right? They can't control it, so it worries them too much. It's not worth. So they're either thinking about the past, can't live in the present, or they're consumed with the future, they can't live in the present. And I oftentimes lean back on the scripture where Jesus says, I believe in the Sermon on the Mount, when he's like, consider the flowers of the field. There's no king on earth who's arrayed as beautifully as God has made the land with all the different flowers and colors. And he's like, and yet today they are, and tomorrow they're cast into the oven. And he's like, consider, the birds, and, they don't store up for the winter, and yet God provides for them. Right? He says all these things, and he ends it by simply saying that, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and God will provide all things for you. There's another part in the Bible where Jesus says, don't worry about tomorrow. Today has enough evil for itself. Meaning, don't worry about the future because today has enough to worry about. Stop being anxious about tomorrow. Take a moment to look at the present. But again, looking at that Sermon on the Mount where he's like, God knows you have needs. So if you seek first him and his righteousness, God will provide for you. He's giving you something to aim at. Okay? Jesus is saying, if you know where you're going eternally, that's all that matters. What is the thing you're so focused on? Because if someone has suicidal thoughts, it's hard to think about God, his love, eternity with he who created you. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor entered the heart of man the things the Lord has prepared for those who love him. That's what he says. That's what he promises. If your focus is on that, it's hard to be suicidal per se. Jesus says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, And all of these things, meaning peace. Jesus said, peace I give you, not as the world gives. Remember that. Jesus said, peace I give you, not as the world gives. Jesus also said, I came that you might have life, and that you would have life more abundantly. Jesus is saying, I'm showing up not just so that you can keep a pulse, but so that you can live this life abundantly. That you can live a full life. Okay? So for Clef, I'm just letting you know, man, whether it's the past that's making you feel a certain way, or it's the future that's making you feel a certain way, I highly, highly encourage you to remember it's probably of the world. Right? It's probably of the world. Our hearts are restless, and they're only going to find rest in the one who created them. The scripture also says God has placed eternity on the human heart. It's a direct line of scripture. If you've never heard that, you can Google it. God says he has placed eternity on the human heart. That which is created is passing away. The Bible also says that. It's not going to last. So how are you, who has eternity placed on your heart, going to find satisfaction in anything of the world? It's not going to. I'll give you an example. My wife and I love each other, are committed to one another monogamously. We're not to have wandering eyes, right? We're meant to be together above all other people, and yet my wife does not love me most. You know who she loves more than me? It's not our daughter. I'll tell you this too, from a Christian vantage point. My wife will tell you she loves me more than our daughter. I love my wife more than our daughter. And that's the correct thing. You should not love your child more than your spouse. Why? Because your hope is one day your child will find a spouse. Your child will find the love of their life, who they're to live life with after you're dead as their parent. They need to see correct example of two people who love each other the most. And with that example, they may find someone who can replicate that kind of love. And yet, my wife does not love me most. She loves God most. And I would hope she does. I love God most. I would hope that she hopes I love God more than her. And so for Clef, I'm telling you, man, don't be so worried about things of this world. You could find the love of your life who you're committed under God to live the rest of your life with and never separate. And you still ought love God more than that person. Okay? So if you haven't thought of it, considered it, or you needed the reminder, go to God. Go to Jesus. If you haven't been reading your Bible, if you've never read your Bible, read your Bible. Google it. Google the topic that's bothering you, man. Go there for it. I needed to hear this too. Thanks. Hey, no problem, prick. No problem, man. I'm too stuck in the present. So much sucks right now. I'm burnt out and I'm tired of trying to be perfect for my parents because that's all they fucking want of me, and I'm not allowed to make mistakes. Well, you know what, man? I would say this, Clef, seeing as I severely have misdiagnosed you as being stuck in the past or stuck in the future. You're like, nah, man, I'm stuck in the present. All right, well, listen, man. I'm not even going to sit here and try to defend, no, man, actually, you're wrong. It's still what I said. No. I still think my advice is good for you, but I would say this. From a Christian perspective, your parents who are demanding perfection from you, you got to remember that nobody's perfect, and therefore your parents are imperfect. And if your parents are not following God, if your parents aren't following God, if they're not giving you life advice rooted in Scripture, name-dropping God, name-dropping Jesus as the foundation and source of their life advice for you, if they are not following God and they're demanding perfection of you, I would actually diagnose them with the fact that they're exactly as God diagnoses them. They're not perfect, okay? They're not perfect, and they suffer the consequences of their imperfections. And so they look at their child who they love, which is you, and they don't want you to suffer like they are. And they think that, well, if he just doesn't make mistakes, because they make mistakes, he won't suffer. And so when you make mistakes, they get frustrated because they don't want you to suffer like they suffer. They don't want you to make mistakes like they make mistakes. And they probably think to themselves, if my kid would just listen and do every single thing I say, because I've made the mistakes, I can tell him how to do it correctly, and then he's fine. And in theory, that's true, but again, all people are people. So obviously it's unwise and incorrect for your parents to be like, if my kid will just perfectly listen always forever, then he won't make any mistakes and thus never suffer. So it's just not real life, you know? It's not real life. My suggestion to you, Clef, is just take a breath, man. Take a breath and be like, you know, my parents are imperfect. They suffer because they're imperfect. They want me to be perfect because they love me. They want me to suffer less because they love me. They've lived more life than me. They've been through what I've been through. And so they can tell me what's correct because they've done the same mistakes I have, or they've seen it before. And so they are telling me true things. They are telling me good things. Their goal at the end of the day is they love me and they want me to not suffer. But the simple fact of the matter is again, nobody's perfect. So even if you have all the same advice, you're just, you know, I don't know, I have to know who you are, Clef. I've said this before. I don't have to know who anyone is. You're all bad listeners. All of you. Fuck you. All of you guys are bad listeners, and I can prove it. You don't have to tell me I'm correct, but I can prove it. The reason you're all bad listeners is because you know what's right a lot of times, and you don't even listen to yourself. So why would you listen to me? Or anybody else, right? There's so many times your conscience tells you, man, this isn't very good. Maybe don't do that. Or you know that's not right. Or you're going to roll the dice on this, and it may not work. And then you don't do what you know is right. And it don't work out. You're like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even listen to yourself. Why would you necessarily listen to somebody else? So... well, that's a good idea, Clef. You should definitely talk with them on Friday. They do it to criticize me. They use it to tell me why I'm wrong and why they're right. I wouldn't say they do it to criticize you. I would say it's probably a lot more to do with, like, I'm gonna say something that's sort of inaccurate here, but for sake of time, I'm gonna like boil it down to like too generalized, but like typically people fall into a category of having like an alpha personality, a beta personality, or a delta personality. Alpha and beta are not a reference to how they're typically used now, but basically an alpha personality is somebody who like in order to get them to do something correctly or to listen or to learn, you have to like stroke their ego. And that sounds terrible, and it's really not. Hear everything I'm saying very neutrally, okay? Have no positive or negative connotation tied to all of this. Just hear this very neutrally. Some people are a very alpha personality. They need you to stroke their ego. Okay, if they're struggling with something, or they need to learn something new, or they need to do better in general, they need to be told how good they are, how great they are, how great they're gonna be, and then they flourish. Now, me, I'm more of a beta personality, and again, that's not how you typically hear beta. Okay, and then hear this next part very neutrally. people with a beta personality just need sympathy. Okay? For example, I'm half a man. I hate mowing the lawn. I don't know why men like mowing the lawn. I think it's so shitty and it sucks and I hate it. I hate doing it. You know what I mean? So if somebody tells me like, be a man, go mow the lawn. Like, no, men like mowing the lawn. Or no, you're so good at it though. Look how good it looks after it's done. It's so good. Like, that means nothing to me. That does not help me. That does not motivate me. But if somebody knows that I hate mowing the lawn and they're like, damn, the lawn's long again. Like, I know you hate mowing the lawn, man. Like, I really appreciate that you do it, though, so I don't have to do it. Like, if you do it, I won't ask much of you today. I know you gotta go do that. Like, that to me is motivating. Like, fuck, alright, you get it. Like, you know I hate it. Fucking hate this shit. Thanks for understanding. And I'm gonna go do it. Versus if somebody's trying to tell me how good it looks when I do it normally. Who gives a fuck? It look just as good as somebody else did it the same way I did. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like, you just want sympathy. If you're a beta personality, you want sympathy. The delta personality, you just need a kick in the ass. You need the fire lit under you. Those are the people that need to be told, like, dude, you're being a fuck up. Knock it off. Like, come on, man. You know better than that. Come on, dude. Like, some people respond to that. Some people do. Like, that's what they need. They need that. It sounds to me like your parents are sort of looking at you and giving you, like, the delta personality. And that's not you. Clef, you're probably, like, the alpha personality or the beta personality. You're one of the two. And they're giving you something you don't need. I needed that. Thank you. No problem, man. I'm a Sigma, personally. Yeah, Winter's a Sigma, man. Could you read my little set of messages so I keep telling my story of me being an absolute idiot? I'm sorry, I think that sounded rude. I'm looking. Gmailed back and forth. You're in the 7th grade? Man, you don't even gotta be worried about relationships. Tell her you liked her. She kindly rejected me. Before I keep going, there is a Welsh term, feeling of longing for something you can't get back. Okay? Dude, if you're in the 7th grade, don't even worry about it. Like, I'm not even trying to blow you off, man. I'm not trying to blow you off. I'm just telling you the truth. Don't eat, bro. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, I mean, Jackson, I'm telling you, man. Don't eat, dude. You might feel a certain way. It's fine. It's not wrong to be attracted to someone, but like, dude. Focus on your grades, go to college, trade school, or jump into a job, whatever you gotta do. Live some adult life. Like I said, I hope life isn't rough for you, but live some adult life. You'll see some of the pain points. You'll meet some coworkers. You'll X, Y, and Z. You ain't even gotta worry about it right now. That's my real advice. Guess I'm a beta. So am I, prick. So am I, dude. Alright, this is his... I'm really not trying to blow you off, Jackson, but I'm being serious, man. Like, you ain't gotta find the person you just spent the rest of your whole life with in high school. Sure, you hear about some boomers who have the high school sweethearts. You want to know why boomers have high school sweethearts that they marry and live with the rest of their lives? You want to hear the real reason why? I'm going to tell you the real reason why. The real reason why is this. They didn't need college degrees. They graduated high school and immediately went into the workforce. They bought houses early because you could buy a house with a piece of bologna and some floss. Okay? The housing market was not what it is. Wages were not stagnant like they are now. They had room for personal savings. They had pensions, and they had Social Security. Okay, they had a three-legged stool to keep them financially secure. They left high school, immediately worked big boy job, bought houses. Okay, they left high school and immediately had the experience like I described. And sometimes that person, and they were living off the one income. So that person they were dating learned how to meld immediately into that new house, supporting someone working an immediate new job. That's where that whole concept comes from. It's not today. It's not real life anymore. It's not real life, dude. Right. Winter's right. It's gonna change drastically, and it's gonna be fine. Yeah. You're in high school. The messy stuff, bro. You even know. I'm not saying that like life's gonna be miserably hard, but you don't even know, dude. Like, you're fine. Bro, just trust me. Trust me, you're fine, dude. You're fine. Alright, I gotta read this. I've been sitting here staring at the screen for a while. Alright, this is called the Historical Leith City of Wonder. Waiting for this comment to pass so I can read the top right of my screen here. Few cities in Hadia can boast of such a robust cultural heritage as Leith. Details are scant, but historians believe the city was founded in the year 537 AD. Leith quickly became a haven for those fleeing religious persecution due to its founding principles that promised freedom and liberty for all, a promise that persists to this day. During the next 2 centuries, Leith would become the most populous city in the nascent country. The fledgling noble house ruling the city would see their influence proliferate rapidly, and so House Jahan was born. Leith would remain their seat of power until the creation of Loblina Alliance in the 8th century. Okay. What's up, Ethan? Please like the stream. Yeah, I mean, that comes off as an ultimatum, Jackson. At the end of the day, when you give somebody an ultimatum, it's sort of an unfair position. There are times in life where ultimatums are effectual and good. Like, say you're in a relationship and someone falls into alcoholism, and you tell them, like, hey, it's me or the drink. You know? It's me or the drink. That's an example of a good ultimatum. But yeah, one of those situations never really pans out well. The year 734 AD saw a sweeping change in the political landscape of Hadia. The theocratic Iligad conclave was abolished to make way for the secular Loblina alliance. For centuries, Hadians had suffered under the oppressive thumb of theocrats. The rise of Sabianism saw that the Palamas conclave no longer represented the interests of the people. Religious tensions was at an all-time high, with revolts erupting across the region. From the ashes of the overthrown theocracy, an alliance blossomed between the most influential noble houses. The country would be split into provinces: Aragola, Umbrahan, Jahania, and Estria. I hate names like this. They're so gay. Were partitioned and placed under the rule of houses. Okay, there they are again, respectively. No longer would the people of Hadia be ruled by theocratic tyrants. Okay, so we have 2 dates. I'm wondering if those 2 dates are the numbers that we need for the code in the whatchahoozer. Have you noticed some of the other employees have been acting odd around us lately? I think something illegal is going on right under our noses. I don't trust them one bit. I'm going to secure the locker room until I figured out what's up. If they want access, they can come to one of us to let them in. The new code is 5055. You and I are the only ones who know it. Okay, that might be the code too. Clearly. I know I was here for like a minute, but I gotta go. See you, Ethan. Have a good night, man. Have a good night, dude. Anyone here in chat, are you looking forward to any new games? Are there any games that you guys have been wanting to see me play? I'm curious. Okay, so we unlocked that. We unlocked that. Yeah, like I said, Jackson, I'm not trying to dismiss you, man. Especially when you wrote so much, but Winter's telling you the truth, though, dude. Like, your life is going to change drastically, and hopefully it's going to change drastically for the better. You know? We're not sitting here trying to be like, oh, man, you just wait. Like, you think this is hard? Life's about to fucking beat your little fucking... Like, that's not what we're saying. Like, we hope your life is amazing and it only gets better. But even then, it's still going to be different. You know what I mean? And it's going to be so different that you don't need to worry about all that. I'm trying to find that basement. I don't know where the basement is. I feel like a moron. 5055 is the code. Is it this way? Or it might be this way. Yeah. No, this is just the beginning again. What the fuck? How do I get to the basement, girl? Oh, basement girl. Mr. Sandman. Bring me your dreams. Boom, 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 boom. I'm running in circles. We're seeing everything we've already seen. Mr. Sandman, bring me your dreams. I feel so dumb. Anytime I see her in the hallway of school, I just look away and can't make myself make eye contact and genuinely beat myself over the idiocy. Alright, I'll give you one last piece of life advice, Jackson. I'm going to give you one last piece of life advice. Some of you in chat may have heard this. I say it to everybody I know well, and I'm not joking about this. Every single time I give this advice, one of two things happens. The only two things that can happen. They either take the advice and apply it literally, or they don't. Every person who's never taken the advice, you don't hear anything about it because they didn't take the advice. I'm not joking about this. With a 100% success rate, a 100% success rate, every person who has taken the advice I'm about to give you and applied it literally in their life, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, no matter what reasons they may have to not do it, if they do it, they always come back to me and tell me it worked. It worked out great. Okay? I'm going to give you this advice here. Everybody does this. I mean, I don't do it anymore because I take my own advice. Here it is. This is going to sound weird, but you need to really think about this and make sense of it and apply it right now. We as people, individuals, we always tell everybody else the exact thing, word for word, that we need to tell the one person. That either made immediate sense to you or you need to hear it again. We always tell everybody else, word for word, the exact thing we need to tell that person. Meaning, when you see the girl in the hallway, you be nice, you be courteous, you say, hey. Not to be weird. Doesn't even need to be one-on-one. When you're free, could I tell you something? If she says, sure, you can tell me right now. Sure, I'm with my friends, you can tell me right now. Or let me know later. Or later I'll be with these friends, you can tell me that. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. I thought I'd tell you something. When it's time to tell them, you're going to approach her and you're going to say, hey, you know, this is going to come off a little embarrassing, but I just need to tell you that, like, every time I pass by you, I feel like I can't look at you. Because I feel like I've embarrassed myself. I said some things, I really regret saying it. It's hard for me to say this. Right? It'd be hard to say. Maybe you stutter through it. But if you tell her that, I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, oh my gosh, she falls into your arms, you're dating now, and you run off into the sunset, and everything's great. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that is the only path toward reconciliation. That's truly what you want. Whether you think that's true or not, it is true. That's what you want. What's up, JVS? Please like stream. What's up, Lancer? Please like stream. Like because I can, and Chase is giving someone advice? Yeah. Really need to vent about something. Well, like I said, I probably didn't tell you what you wanted to hear. Winter says Baldur's Gate 3 has me by the balls. I don't know if you'd even like the turn-based roll to... Winter, I've live streamed Baldur's Gate, by the way. I made a dwarf monk that I named Ho Rogan. So you should definitely check those live streams out. Ho Rogan. Oops, shit. Dope. Okay, so I wasn't looking for the same place. Oh shit. Ah! Whoa, buddy. Oh, there's one right there! I can't move. I'm literally stuck. Can you see this? I can't move. Holy fuck me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I made a character. I never finished the game, unfortunately. I never did finish Baldur's Gate 3. Locke, you're a son of a bitch, you know it. We both agreed to the deal. I already paid you in full. Now you threaten to report me? For what? You have no honor, you greedy bastard. Here are the keys to my car. It's in the red and blue SUV. You'll find your payoff in the trunk. I expect my ID cards to be delivered promptly. I don't know why I trusted a Sabian. Here's hoping I never have to deal with your kind again. Damn. Because that's the key to the car outside. I forgot about that completely. I've been exposed to a poser in my final moments. You're fine, man. You're fine. You're all good, dude. Alright, so we gotta find our way outside. Open the car. They do look like that. They do. I'm always so lost in this game, though. I'm always so lost. Here we go. Let's open the car. Got the key. Wear this to dominate your deepest desires. What the fuck? Pottery fragment, age clay. Okay, that's research. That was it? That was all I did that for? Yeah, dude. Prick's right. We all make mistakes, and here's the other fact of the matter. We all make fucking wildly massive mistakes from time to time. You know what I mean? And what Prick's saying right now goes hand in hand with what Winter was saying. You learn, your life's gonna be different. Keep saying that, but I mean, like, you really gotta understand that. I honest to God have no idea where the basement is anymore. I need to go in the basement and I have no idea where it is. Where the fudge ripple sundae is the basement at? This is disgusting. That's what I've been looking for this whole time, is just the basement. I'm just running past it repeatedly. There's no map in this game, in case you guys are wondering. Like, oh, just look at the map. There isn't one. What's up, Pog? Please like stream. How you doing, man? Bunch of people are joining like right when the stream's gonna end. We're at 3 hours. Danny's not here to donate the $20 to make me stream another hour, but I actually can't. I have to be up somewhat early. Oh, here it is. This is where I was looking the whole time. Okay, we found it. We found it. We found it. Okay, if this is a 6 code thing, it is. Okay, so it's like 500 something, and then like we got the books. It's the books that have the code. And Pog's here. He's here. He's here. I'm trying to. It's these books here. Okay, so 400. So one of the numbers is 400, and then what's the other book? 734. 537. 537 and 734. Oh, we're smart.
I've spent the evening poring over the newest arrival from Hatham Abbey.
It really is, Jackson.
Truly a spectacular piece.
What was for dinner, Pog?
The binding, the leatherwork, the embroidery, just exquisite.
Ooh.
The accompanying letter states that it originates from the mid-19th century. Truly amazing. By far the oldest project I've worked on. I can smell the 1,000 years of musty history wafting up from its pages. Delectable.
Ooh.
I can hardly contain my excitement.
This guy is so weird.
Upon the very first incision to the leather-bound cover, I made a startling discovery. A strange, narrow object folded into the fabric. It is clearly ancient. I doubt even the
nerd.
The enigmatic nature of this tome continues to astound me. I've set the relic aside for now. Once the restoration is complete,
Sounds pretty good, Pog.
endeavor to find out more.
The guy who recorded is a nerd. I'd offer you some, Chase, but that's kind of hard to do. That's right. We can't. Nobody doxes themselves. Locke, a few people here at the ministry are starting to get suspicious. I had to move the drop location to the office 109. The code is 2703. You can pick it up anytime after 9 p.m. for the blank cards, same place as usual. Listen, this is the last time. You and I are square after this. I'm out. If you have any sense, you'll stop this forging nonsense before you get yourself hanged. These people don't fuck around. Gay. Been gaming and have you on in the background. Just wanted to say that you were saying about steel sharpening steel was 100% sage advice. Yeah, I mean, that's just scripture. It's a proverb. If you guys didn't know, that's in the Bible. It says, as iron sharpens iron, so a friend. It's very true. That's another way it's translated. That's right, prick. That's right. Okay, so we have another code too that I don't have. 2703. They had an office number. Highlighted in the hallowed hills of Vissa, the faithful begin their ascent. Only with supreme conviction shall they hope to gain ingress into the great serpent's maw. Ecstasy awaits only those of unwavering devotion. An ancient leather-bound tome containing hundreds of handwritten pages. The cover is tattered and the spine bent. Found in the book restorer's office at the Leith National Library. Twin-headed serpent, a well-preserved metallic artifact shaped like the snake with 2 heads. Found in the book restorer's office at the Leith National Library. Okay.
I'm trying to get this poor family out of the city. Easier said than done with all the checkpoints. I was supposed to meet with Locke. But since the war began, he helped me forge documents for traps. Maybe it was silly of me to come here with everything that... I suppose try forging the documents myself.
Okay, so I don't know where that other coded room is. Let me look real quick at what it said again. Let's see. Wasn't this book, and obviously we looked at these. It was a note. Yeah, it was this one. Office 109, 27-3. Well, where's Office 109 at? Definitely save our game. So we are at 3 hours, which I need to end the stream here. Just so you guys know, I will be streaming tomorrow night, and I'll also be streaming the night after that. So Wednesday and Thursday night. I do want to give a really big shout out to Winter for donating those jewels. That was super kind of him. And I want to give a really big shout out to Prick for donating that $1. It means a lot. If you guys are updated on the Patreon, you'll see that a lot of my shorts that I upload are earning nothing. Because apparently Resident Evil Remake is too bloody, or I don't know. They're a damn sissy. They're a damn sissy. So thank you guys for your donations. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who was able to hang out and chat a lot. It definitely makes live streaming worth it. That's why I keep live streaming. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to find this office. I'm looking for it. But it said 109 and I'm on the second floor here. $1 from Google Play, so Chase gets 60 cents. I actually get 70 cents, believe it or not. I actually get 70 cents. Maybe, no, this is a 6 code. I don't know what the code to this is. Yep, every time you guys donate, I appreciate it. Like I said, I got this game from channel donations, and I'm loving it. I know it's not everybody's favorite. I'm really liking this game though a lot, and every time you guys donate, I try to put it towards games for the channel, so keep things exciting. I need to get out of this fucking building. Can I send you my kidney so you stream another 4 hours? Yeah. Yeah, you can, man. Absolutely. Alright, well, this is where we're going to pick up tomorrow night. And then, like I said, I'll be streaming Thursday night as well. And yeah. Thanks for chatting with me. And I will keep you guys updated on the start time on the Patreon. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night, Prick. Good night, Pog. Good night, Glinty. Good night. I know, you guys are so late. You guys gotta keep eye on the Patreon. I'll tell you when my start time is. Good night to Jackson. Good night to Winter. Lancer, if he's still here. JVS, if he's still here. I think Ethan left. See you guys. Oh, I gotta pin the Gigis. Good night, Zibizawa.